Look at shares in Torex Gold. They practically doubled in the past year. They're up about 4% today. And of course, gold has hit a new record high. Here to explain it all, Bloomberg's Stephanie Hughes. Stephanie, thanks for joining us.
Of course, Andy. Yeah, and you're right. It's been an interesting year to be a gold company. So Torex Gold shares are up as much as 4.7%, and that's continuing a 3-day winning streak. And being a gold miner, it's been benefiting off those rising gold spot prices. And it's also riding the wave of a Scotiabank analyst upgrade from yesterday, as analysts have noted that the company's Media Luna construction is progressing well and has a positive outlook for free cash flow in 2025. The team also raised their price forecast for gold spot prices to about $2,300 an ounce for this year and the next. Like you mentioned, gold hit a fresh record high today, moving higher above the 2,500 mark. As traders look ahead to what Fed Chair Jerome Powell will say at Jackson Hole this week, but gold has been tearing higher as traders are really getting more evidence of the U.S. central bank potentially delivering its first rate cut this year, Andy. It's a lot of the top performers on the TSX today were gold movers. Barrick, Fortuna Mining, those were some of the top performers throughout the trading day there, Andy.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Maybe we can put up a one-year chart for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is well off its record highs. I know they're very different asset classes, but a couple of years ago there was speculation, Bitcoin might replace gold as a safe haven. But I guess they're about as different as you could get. One is tangible, one is intangible.
Yeah. Can't hold a doubloon of Bitcoin, I guess, or buy it in bars, but for sure, it's they used to be like almost siblings or kind of proxies to one another. I remember that argument; it was kind of interesting. But it's interesting how these divergences start to happen in the markets there.
A stock you're also watching is Cenovus Energy. What's the story there?
Absolutely. It's kind of like a story of two commodities here. So Cenovus Energy, those shares fell as much as 3.8% today, and that was the almost the biggest drop all month. And that's because oil prices have been slipping in August as analysts point to the ceasefire talks around the Israel-Hamas conflict, pointing to that as a main driver there. Our own Bloomberg intelligence analysts added that the global economic outlook, particularly in China, has also been an overhang on oil. But that said, they do expect prices to stay above $75 a barrel as OPEC's active supply management is still intact there, Andy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, OPEC did, as you'll remember just a while ago, say, we might increase production in the fourth quarter, and the market freaked out. And they said, maybe we won't. I'm just looking at oil. So far this year, oil is still up, and it's up only about 3%. So it's perilously near to losing ground in 2024.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a wild ride for oil, and people are looking, really paying attention to China and how much of the demand can come from that part of the world. So anytime you see a slowdown in economic growth, or if you see a bad economic data print, starts to get people a little bit nervous there. And that working in tandem with the supply element that you just mentioned there, Andy, with OPEC, it creates jitters across the oil trade watchers there.
I'm not sure if you're a coffee drinker, but among commodities, I'm looking at a scorecard here. Coffee is the hottest major commodity this year. It's up about 32%. I can't really function in the morning without coffee. What about you, Stephanie?
I was going to say, I'm sure my consumption alone probably drives prices higher. I'm a coffee fanatic. I can't exist without it. I'm a little bit better now in that when I was in college, I used to drink it by the entire pot a day. But now I just stick with a few cups in the morning. Yeah, a few cups in the morning. And then by the afternoon, I have to switch over to tea or else I'll never get to sleep.
Yeah, that's right. Me too. Stephanie, thank you very much indeed. Stephanie Hughes of Bloomberg.